Mm. So, for our darling Aunt Margaret Hayes and all people everywhere, look at this rain coming now, and what is going to happen to the people here in the park with the mud and the lack of facilities that we need, so that actually this idea of treating people so very badly and thinking that this is going to work is well, it's more than ridiculous. It's actually hideously cruel, and uh, the actual cost in the long run to the country is going to be rather dreadful. Plus, when some of us have finished giving our solicitors and our barristers their orders, and we all work together to at least hope to cause positive change, that in the next flood that we're ready for it, that we can be prepared, that we can never ever be sold down the river again, such as we were in the Lismore flood. And I only barely escaped with my life, and the lady I shared a house with almost died after that event and came very close to death. What I want to propose is, could we all try to think of what we can do actually to help the people from the floods right now, to consider that it is our social responsibility, those of us who have been granted a higher education, and certainly I came from great privilege, and I wouldn't be alive with this motor neurone disease, and it's a rare form, as you all know. It's bilateral sclerosis, and I'm not playing the violin. I'm saying that those of us who have had great privilege and educations could rethink what we're doing to these people. I've never seen such hideous and disgraceful displays of arrogance from some of the workers who were sent out to help us. Um, I'd actually have been writing reams of documents to differing departments to say, how can so many of you be on such high major money to have such an incredible failure rate? We cannot allow this to continue. For all the little mothers, for all the little children, for all the young fathers, and for the future of New South Wales, when are we going to decide that people matter more than power or positions? And this divide and conquer, I've always said I'm bipartisan to a good idea. However, I'm independent, and I went independent simply because I only wanted to ever have a voice so that people could be fed and cherished and nurtured, particularly the disabled community and the elderly. I'd like to say today to possibly the Albanese government, and to certainly David Pocock's office, which shows great promise, uh, and Penny Wong's department, and certainly our darling Indigenous minister, who is one of the finest and sweetest women I think I've ever met, and that's Linda Burney, of course. So, and to Professor Judy Atkinson and Dr. Emeritus Professor Judy Atkinson and Dr. Carly Atkinson, all of us with our hearts in our mouth with hope, please, kindness costs nothing. A smile will make someone's day. Setting the dogs of war on your own people, there's something so arcane and so hideously tragic about this, because it isn't necessary. Thank you for your time tonight. Good evening.